Eimear Quinn,
Seamus.
welcome. Thank you for talking to us.
Look, here we are in Dublin.
Exactly. Nice to be home.
Nice to be home always.
Yeah.
I'm a dub. Always lovely to be in Dublin. Lovely to get to celebrate with the fans on our 30th anniversary night.
Eimear, I can't believe it. Like 30 years.
You can't believe it. You can't believe it. Yeah, listen, what a 30 years. It's been great. Yeah.
What are your memories of that win in Oslo?
It's a really weird thing. It's like it was very much an out of body experience, the whole thing. And sometimes I look at photographs and I see this like completely glazed look in my eyes. And I did an interview with the Scandinavian Eurovision podcaster one time, and they asked me what it was like to sing with Morten Harket. And I said, I never sang with Morten Harket. And they said, no, you sang in the green room, Norwegian Wood. And I said, no, I didn't. And he said, you did.
It was a fever dream.
And I was obsessed. So I was sure I'd remember this. He said, no, you need to go find it on YouTube.
Thank God for YouTube.
Thank God for YouTube. So somebody had put it up. And I have this completely vacant look in my eyes, and I'm singing Norwegian Wood with Morten Harket. And I'm like, how did that happen? And how do I not remember that happening? Yeah, so it was incredibly overwhelming, but in the best possible way. It was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience. And I had come from classical music, really mostly, and folk music, and nothing to do with show business, really. And so the whole world was it was something that was completely foreign to me, but so much fun. Like an incredible experience. Yeah, very intense though.
Very intense. But your song was so unique, I think. It stood out probably by a mile, I think.
And that's what happened. Yeah, I think that's what happened. It did. We had no idea that it was going to do so well. And I don't know if you remember, but the main kind of pop song in it that year was Gina G. And she was doing great in the charts in the UK. And actually, there was we stayed in like the hotel beside the Oslo Spectrum, which had this big, huge rooftop thing. And she did Top of the Pops from the roof. And so there was this huge buzz about Gina G, and still to this day the UK fans feel robbed that but actually, in the end I think it was just that. It was that kind of, the song was really different, very sincere, a kind of timeless song as well,
So timeless. Yeah. And I always think it's almost bigger than Eurovision, The Voice. I think the song is, I don't know, it's like otherworldly almost.
I mean, I suppose you can get deep into the lyrics, and the lyrics are really deep actually, and it is otherworldly. But actually, the really interesting thing about the lyrics is that the voice itself is supposed to be Ireland singing to me, and so I'm repeating what Ireland has sung to me, if you see what I mean. And so in 1996, it's singing about I'm the voice of your past, and bring me your peace, and my wounds they will heal. And that was, of course, before we had peace. And so the really interesting thing for me singing this song is that over the years, the context in which I've sung it has changed. And for me to sing these words after a peace on our island is something, every time I sing it, I think I feel the miracle in my bones of that being in the past. And so the song has a depth to it that's very personal. Every time I sing it, it feels fresh, and it feels interesting, and it feels sincere, and it feels worth singing. So I love to sing it.
Yeah, we love to hear it. And of course, it was written by Brendan Graham, who also wrote Rock and Roll Kid.
Yes.
Rock and Roll Kid.
Yeah. Brendan, the legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Gina G and the UK fans feeling that they maybe lost out that year. Yeah. Maybe the Norwegians also felt like they lost out that year. They had Elizabeth Andresen, who came second. Beautiful song. Yeah, but of course, she had already won with Bobby Socks.
Right, yeah.
And actually, we spoke to her on our podcast, and she said it was the right result on the night. And she was delighted to come second.
Oh, that was so gracious. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, and she was so lovely. Such a lovely lady. But you mentioned Morgan Harkin there, of course, lead singer with Aha.
Yeah.
Have you remained in touch? Are you still friends?
No. I had no contact with him on a personal level at all. It was entirely professional. He came in, he did. In fact, he was quite the star. I mean, even in the lift with him, it was kind of like shade on. Yeah.
Don't you know who I am?
Precisely. I mean, I was starstruck, so I didn't mind. I was just happy to stand beside him. I'm clearly happy to sing with him, but Zero memory.
I love it. I love it. And of course, we're not in it this year, but looking forward to the future, what would you like to see Ireland send, or what do you think we need to do to win again?
You know what? I think not being in it this year might end up being a real opportunity in my eyes, because the competition has moved on so much from when I was in it. Like, it's evolved, it's huge, it's really dynamic, and some countries have a really dynamic selection process that they turn into kind of like an international event. Like in Sweden, for example, they have this massive event. I think something like that in Dublin would be extraordinary if we like sold tickets on the open market to, you know, fans all around Europe, all around the world come into it. And it's such a serious event, such a serious competition. It attracts really, really high caliber artists and acts to come in and compete. So I think if we take a step back and we think about how, you know, what's going to make it worth our while to go back in again, I think that, you know, when we do decide to go back in, there will be a real buzz around that. And I think that, you know, that'll be the opportunity then to maybe, you know, create a whole new event around our national song contest. Because the platform is enormous now for Eurovision. The opportunity for artists just competing, never mind winning, just being the act for a particular country is such success already, such exposure in a music market where it's very, very difficult to get that kind of international platform for emerging acts. So, listen, I think it could be an opportunity whenever we decide to go back in.
That's probably the shame this year. Someone isn't getting that opportunity, but hopefully we'll see what the future brings.
Might necessarily have been a positive experience for that artist coming from Ireland if there isn't support behind them. So, you know, when people are ready to support an Irish act again, I think it could be a real opportunity to do something really positive.
Hopefully it'll come back to Dublin or to Ireland in the Point Depot.
Like, I mean, seriously, this crown is getting so heavy.
The responsibility of holding that crown all the time for 30 years.
30 long years.
And you've done so much in those 30 years.
Yeah.
What's like 6 albums, singing for presidents, popes, royalty, and 2 kids even.
And 2 kids. And I took a few years where I did very little, actually, when they were really small. I have 2 amazing girls, and they're my biggest supporters now, the 2 of them, and they love when I'm coming away doing gigs, and so that's really fab. And it's Eurovision's an amazing opportunity for me, particularly because I was very focused on kind of the classical stuff and everything. I had never thought about doing other genre of music, and so just blew open the whole kind of landscape of music and opportunities for me, and it's a real door opener, and it's an amazing baptism of fire. It's completely overwhelming and it's crazy, but yeah, also it just gives you an opportunity to see what it's like to connect with an international audience, to get that kind of feedback. And yeah, it was a blessing, a real blessing. I've had an incredibly blessed career so far, and I feel like I'm just like only getting going in many ways. Like, I still feel like I just got so much to do. So.
Well, yes, you do. Yeah. So much more to give, and obviously people still want to hear it, and we can't wait to hear it tonight as well here in Dublin. Have you heard any of the songs for this year's contest?
Have I heard any of the songs? No, I don't think I have. So what I normally do is I'll go to the playlist. Once it comes into April, I'll go to the playlist and start playing it and seeing what my favourites are. I'm actually really excited to see what's in there. But I guess
a lot of kind of operatic kind of tones following on the past couple of winners
JJ
as well.
And Emo.
Yeah, and a lot of violin this year as well.
Right.
So, yeah, there's probably, I think, a couple you'd like, I'd say.
Right. Yeah, well, that JJ and Nemo are both really up my street. I mean, and when I heard JJ's song, as soon as I heard it, I thought that's really interesting. It's going to stand out. When I heard Nemo's song, I knew instantly that I heard that it was the winner.
Same, yeah.
It was like, oh my God, this is absolutely has to win. And that was before I saw the video, which was really cool. But like just the James Bond French horns and like the high strings, and I was like, this is just, the production is so beautiful. And Nemo's vocal is really skillful. It's terrific vocals.
And just finally, Ireland at Eurovision. Have you your favourites?
My favourite
Irish Eurovision songs down to the years. Any that you love, other than your own, obviously.
I couldn't possibly, because I'd be killed.
All the winners are.
My favourite child.
I know.
Do you have a favourite?
Well, your own, Niamh Kavanagh.
Yeah.
Love Niamh Kavanagh. And do you know what one I loved was Liam Riley, Somewhere in Europe. Came second in 1990. Beautiful. Like Ireland have sent so many good entries. So
For me, it's probably Paul and Charlie. I mean, I know that is. I think in a poll that was the most loved Irish Eurovision song. I can see why. It tells a really beautiful story, and yeah, it's a tilted earworm as well. You know, Brendan does it every time.
yeah,
Amazing.
great song and great year. Riverdance as well.
I mean, really, that was the heyday, wasn't it? That, yeah, for sure.
We'll get back there. We'll get back there eventually. Yeah. What do you miss from home, actually? Because obviously you spend your time between Ireland and Switzerland. Any things you miss from home?
So thankfully, now that my girls are a bit bigger, then I'm here as much as I'm away now, which is really great. So the main things that I do now definitely do not miss the rain. And certainly the last few months when I've been back and forth at home, it's been so wet that I'm like, okay, I think I'm over this. So it's funny when you get to spend a little bit of time living on the continent, you do begin to realise just how much you've been putting up with for 50 years.
Well, my last question was, the podcast is called I'm Sorry, 0 Points, but I know you're now going to give your 0 points to the rain.
Absolutely. I wouldn't say the weather, because when the sun does come out, it's like a chorus of heavenly angels. So I mean, it's kind of like if you stop banging your head against a wall, you'll feel great. You know, it's a little bit like that. When the rain stops and the sun comes out, it's like, oh.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Eimear, thank you so much for chatting to us. We wish you continued success, and we can't wait to hear your set tonight.
Thanks so much. Lovely to talk to you too.